Hi, so I know it's been a while since we've done any freeze drying videos. We bought an old farmhouse last year and we've been remodeling and all that fun stuff. We're still living in remodels, but we've got the freeze dryer set up. So let me show you. We have done a couple of little batches of things, but no new experiments yet until today. So I'm going to show you today's experiment. So we wanted to do this for quite a while. Caramel apples. I've been a little hesitant because, as you know, anything with sugar will puff up really big in the freeze dryer. So I was a little hesitant and I'm still a little nervous. We'll see how it turns out. We have done apple slices before. They're amazing, great healthy snack. We also did cinnamon apples before and those turned out, oh, so addicting. They're really, really good. Again, a really good healthy snack. So I wanted to try, we had a bunch of apples, so I wanted to try caramel apples. So here's what we've got in this batch. The first tray is just plain apples, so I won't show you those. Second tray, these are the cinnamon apples. So it's just the sliced apples, sprinkled cinnamon, not cinnamon sugar, just plain cinnamon is sprinkled on there. And then the next three trays are all the same. So it's caramel, woo, and they're gonna slide if I tilt it. It's sliced apples and then I just drizzled caramel on top. So you can, I've seen it done with different kinds of caramel. You can do the ice cream topping caramel. I didn't have that. What I did have was the Lighthouse, I think Lighthouse is the brand, individual serving caramel apple dip, right? That you can put like in your lunches or have as a snack. I ended up, for the 3 trays, I used 13 of the little individual ones. And then I added water to thin it down because it's pretty thick to scoop your apples like when you're eating it as a snack. So I added warm water to help it really thin down so I could drizzle it over the apples. So the bottom 3 trays are all the caramel apples. It just has that caramel drizzled on top. That's it. That's all we've done. So I'm going to go ahead and hit, I've got the machine, because they're not pre-frozen, I just turn the machine on when I put the first tray in. Not a big deal. I hit, turn on, and I said there wasn't going to be pre-frozen. So now I just click continue and the machine's got it. It'll do the rest of the work. So cross your fingers for me and we'll see how these turn out. I'm just hoping it doesn't make a huge mess in the freeze dryer. I have seen some people do them and it does just puff up the caramel a little bit on the apples. I'm hoping that's what happens, but we'll see. All right, I ended up I added 12 hours to the final dry because it was going to end in the middle of the night. But so far, so good. Look, it doesn't look like the caramel has puffed up. So I'm going to go ahead and hit cancel because it's done plenty. Let's come open our vent. There goes our air. I'm pretty happy. I was so terrified. Oh, it does look like some of the caramels puffed up, but I was so terrified that it was going to make a huge mess. So let's see how we did. Okay, here's our regular apples. Okay, yep, nice and dry. They kind of feel like styrofoam. Here's our cinnamon apples. Perfect. We've done those before and they are amazing. Here's the caramel apples. Oh my goodness. Okay, so ooh, I can smell the caramel really good. So that worked out pretty good, actually. I want to try one. Oh my gosh. All right. These turned out pretty good. You can see this one bubbled up more where I had more of the caramel. And it kind of stuck together, but everything's really dry. So I'm going to go ahead and click no defrost because I'll just let it defrost on its own. I don't need to have the machine. I don't have anything to go in again. So I'm going to go ahead and get these to bag up. All right, so we've got our apples out of the freeze dryer. So here we got, these are our regular ones, which I did trip on the stairs and we lost some, but that's okay. We have plenty. Those are just the regular apples. cinnamon apples we've done before. You just sprinkle cinnamon powder. Did you want to try any of those, or you remember?
I remember, but I mean, for the
You can try
purposes of the video, we can try them.
Yeah, I only did one tray because we've done them before. Yeah, the powder sprinkled on just dry. Is it pretty potent? I don't think last time we did cinnamon sugar. Okay.
They make them a little dry, but other than that, they make them a lot dry.
Oh, okay. So the caramel has really stuck them to the pans, but that's okay. It'll scrape off easy. But so you can tell that's where the caramel, you know, we drizzled it over. That's where there was excess. But freeze-dried caramel is delicious. What do you think?
Okay, there it is. It takes a second to kick in.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe it was a cinnamon.
It's not the best caramel. I feel like if we used a better quality caramel, it tastes better. It has a weird aftertaste. Do you taste that?
A little bit, maybe.
All right. Would you? Well, we'll try a different brand of caramel. This was those Lighthouse individual servings. So we'll have to try a different brand, and we'll see if that makes a difference. Hopefully it does.